For generations, the dream of visiting the United States has been magnetic: skyscrapers, highways, canyons, and the promise of endless possibility. The country's iconic landmarks and vibrant cities have long captured the imagination of people from every corner of the globe, drawing millions to its shores each year. The U.S. was once a beacon for travelers, a place where the world felt invited. The sense of welcome was almost tangible, with open arms and a spirit of adventure awaiting every visitor. But today, that welcome feels faded. The open door is closing, just a little. The journey that once felt exciting now comes with a sense of hesitation. Stories from travelers are changing. Excitement is now mixed with anxiety and frustration. The anticipation of adventure is often overshadowed by uncertainty about what lies ahead. The journey to America has become a gauntlet of bureaucracy, high costs, and unease. Lengthy visa processes and unpredictable outcomes have made planning a trip more daunting than ever. The U.S., once a global melting pot, now feels more like a fortress. Security measures and strict policies have replaced the easygoing welcome of the past. Political shifts and suspicion have trickled down to border crossings and visa interviews. Every step is scrutinized, and every answer weighed with caution. For many, the question is no longer when to visit, but if they can, and if they'll feel welcome. The uncertainty has made some reconsider their plans altogether. Yet, the dream persists. People still want to see the Grand Canyon, the Golden Gate, Times Square. The allure of America's wonders remains strong even as the path to reach them grows more complicated. The challenge now is bridging the gap between the enduring dream and the tougher reality. For many, hope and determination are the only tickets they have. Visiting America requires more patience, money, and resilience than ever before. But for those who persevere, the journey can still be worth it, if the welcome mat is not pulled away entirely. One of the biggest obstacles for travelers today is the mountain of paperwork. In places like Colombia, families wait up to 15 months just for a U.S. visa interview. The process is invasive. Officials may review social media and political views, making applicants feel on trial. Even travelers from visa waiver countries face increased scrutiny and longer questioning at the border. The message is clear: suspicion is the new norm. The 2026 FIFA World Cup should be a moment of unity, but the US hasn't created a fast-track visa for fans. International fans face the same long waits and hurdles as everyone else. It sends a confusing message: we want you here, but won't make it easy. Travel should break down walls, not build them higher with forms and interviews. When visiting becomes this difficult, many simply give up on the American dream. Every missed connection is a missed opportunity for understanding. Beyond visas, the cost of visiting the U.S. in 2025 is staggering. For many travelers, the dream of exploring America is now shadowed by the reality of soaring expenses at every turn. The strong dollar means everything, from hotels to pizza, is pricier for international visitors. Even a simple meal or a night's stay can feel out of reach, making every decision a calculation. What once covered 2 weeks now barely covers 10 days, pushing travelers to cut trips short or look elsewhere. Many are forced to skip iconic sites or cancel plans altogether, missing out on experiences they've dreamed of for years. The U.S. is becoming a luxury destination, out of reach for many students and families. For those on a budget, the American adventure is slipping further away, replaced by worry and disappointment. The 2026 World Cup highlights this. Opening match tickets start at $560, finals at over $2,000. For many fans, attending is simply impossible, no matter how passionate they are. By the time fans secure visas and flights, prices may have soared even higher. The uncertainty adds stress, making planning a trip feel like a gamble. Day-to-day costs, rental cars, hotels, even national parks, add up quickly. Every extra fee chips away at the travel budget, leaving little room for fun or spontaneity. Government shutdowns can close parks and museums without warning, ruining plans. Even after saving and planning, travelers can find doors unexpectedly closed. The financial wall is as real as any border, sending the message that America is only for the wealthy. The sense of exclusion is felt deeply by those left behind. Travel should be an investment in understanding, not a privilege for the few. When people from all walks of life can connect, everyone benefits. When the price is too high, we risk a world where only the affluent connect. The gap between cultures grows wider, and the world feels smaller for it. That's a poorer world for everyone, a world with fewer stories, fewer friendships, and less understanding. More than cost or paperwork, it's the social and political climate that gives travelers pause. News of polarization, protests, and rising gun violence shapes global perceptions of the U.S. For families from countries with strict gun laws, safety is a real concern. The deployment of National Guard troops in major cities, especially World Cup hosts, creates a tense atmosphere. Political disputes spill into public life, making visitors feel caught in the crossfire. Stories of unwelcoming attitudes and suspicion toward foreigners are increasingly common. Travelers want to feel safe and welcomed, not judged or wary. Navigating America now means being aware of political tensions and potential disruptions. The carefree joy of discovery is chipped away by constant alertness. The America that once felt open now feels fractured, and visitors sense it. The real impact of today's travel climate is best seen in the stories shared by travelers themselves, stories that reveal not just statistics, but the deeply personal side of global journeys. Take, for example, a young engineer from India. After months of paperwork, interviews, and waiting, he finally secured his visa, only to be met with suspicion and a lengthy interrogation at the border. By the time he arrived, the excitement and hope he once felt had faded, replaced by exhaustion and doubt about his welcome. Or consider an Argentine family who spent years saving for a dream trip to the World Cup. Despite their careful planning, visa delays meant they missed out, losing thousands on tickets and, more painfully, seeing their children's dreams dashed. Even seasoned British travelers, who once felt at home in the US, now find their trips to places like Florida tense and uneasy, unsettled by open carry laws and the charged political climate that seems to permeate even casual conversations. These stories are no longer rare exceptions. They're becoming more common, painting a picture of anxiety, unexpected financial loss, and growing disillusionment among those who once dreamed of visiting America. For many, the U.S. is now seen as increasingly difficult to enter and even harder to navigate, with long lines, confusing rules, and a sense of unpredictability at every turn. While countless visitors still have wonderful experiences, negative stories, shared instantly on social media and in travel forums, spread quickly and can deter others from even trying. The ripple effect is real. Whispers of caution at the border become loud warnings in online communities, shaping the choices of future travelers. The American journey, once a symbol of adventure and possibility, is not what it used to be for many. These personal accounts, shared over coffee or across continents online, shape global perceptions far more than any headline or official statement ever could. For many, the dream of visiting America is dimmed by the reality they now face, a reality that lingers long after the journey ends. The 2020 Manchester Omen, Ikonsen Sampado Maibendio. 26 FIFA World Cup should be America's moment to shine. Instead, strict visas, high prices, and security fears threaten to turn it into a domestic affair. International visitor numbers are expected to fall, denting the economic boom cities hoped for. The World Cup's magic is its global mix, fans from every nation, cultures colliding in celebration. If fans from Africa, South America, and Asia can't get visas or afford the trip, that spirit is lost. The world is watching, and critical coverage is mounting. America's reputation as a welcoming host is at risk, affecting future bids for global events. When guests feel unwanted, they stop coming. The economic fallout is real. Hotels, restaurants, and shops face a less rosy reality. The short-term focus on security threatens the long-term health of U.S. tourism. After all this, it's easy to feel discouraged, but there's still hope. The America that captivates the world is still there, in the kindness of strangers, the beauty of its landscapes, and its cultural diversity. The challenges are real, but they're about systems, not people. The best way to cut through fear is with personal connection. When you travel, you become both ambassador and student. By making the journey, you vote for a more open world. If you still dream of America, don't give up. Just plan ahead, save more, and be patient. Look beyond headlines. Seek out small towns and real conversations. The generous spirit of America is still alive for those willing to find it. Travel is more important than ever. It weaves the world together. Every trip is a declaration that we refuse to be strangers. The journey isn't always easy, but it's always worth it.